Okay, so many of you are farm owners, anchor farmers, agribusinesses, leaders, NGOs, developers, and friends who care deeply about agriculture, technology, and the people working on the land every day. Having you here means a lot to us. So Aether View is our attempt to solve a real-world problem we see on the ground. Farmers are working hard, but often without clear data or guidance. And many of them aren't going to sit behind a dashboard or a laptop. So we're building a farm intelligence dashboard for managers and coordinators. So this will include farm owners, anchors, cooperatives, project leads, and then translating that intelligence into simple instructions that can reach local farmers in the languages and channels they actually use. So in this session, we are going to walk you through the reality we have seen on the ground and why we believe Aether View needs to exist, what the product looks like today, which is our first version, and how it supports farm owners and managers while still including local farmers. And finally, where we're going next, and how you can be part of shaping it. So this is a soft launch, not a finished story. We're here to show you what we have built so far, to listen and to learn from your feedback, your questions, and your experiences. So once again, thank you for being here at the very beginning of this journey with us. Maybe we'll just allow a few more minutes for other participants to join. Thank you. So I will now introduce, or I'll let our co-founder introduce himself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bello, and an amazing intro we have. And hi, everyone. My name is Bello Kenkia. I'm one of the co-founders of Aether Intelligence, and I lead our product and technology. Our journey into this really started from spending time with people who actually work on the land and with teams trying to manage many farms at once. We quickly see the same pattern. Farmers are working incredibly hard, but the people who support them are often doing with very limited data, a lot of spreadsheet, WhatsApp group, and mostly guesswork, because there are a lot of people that learn it, let's say, centuries ago, and things are changing, but they have not adopted technology yet. So what drew us into Aether View was a simple question. What if people who manage and coordinate farmers had clear, intelligent dashboard from their farms? And if that intelligence could be translated into simple instructions that reach local farmers in their local languages and channels. So day by day, our focus is making sure that we are building something interesting. So not just technology, but something that fits the reality on ground. That means tools that feel natural to farm owners, anchor farmers, project managers, extension farmers, and also the industries that give loans to farmers to farm, and they still deliver value that small older farmers who may never open an app. So I'm really excited that we are seeing this early version. We know it's just beginning, and we are looking forward to learning from feedbacks, your questions, and real-world challenges, so we can keep improving Aether View. So thank you very much. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you. Right. Thank you very much. So I think we'll proceed and start with our presentation and the demo of the app. So once again, welcome. Okay. So today we are going to show you Aether View, our vision for making every hectare of land in Africa visible, understandable, and more productive through data and intelligence. So farmers across Africa are doing their best with very limited information. They don't see real-time weather risk on their field. They don't have clear guidance on what to plant, when to plant, or how much input to use. And tools are scattered, data is fragmented, and in the end, they are forced to rely on intuition and tradition instead of insights. So we're at a turning point. Climate change is already affecting rainfall, pests, and growing seasons. So at the same time, connectivity and data are available. All this complex into simple, clear decisions for farmers, we can unlock massive value across the food system in Africa and across the world. Our vision is simple, but very ambitious. Every farm should exist as a smart, living digital record, not just a dot on a map, but a full picture of what's planted, the soil, the risks, and the opportunities. And that data should flow to everyone who needs it. That is the farmers, the aggregators, the banks, and the government. So what is Aether View? It's a geospatial intelligence platform for agriculture, where you can map farms, store their details, and intelligent recommendations that match each field's environment, from ecological zones to rainfall, soil data, and crop requirements. Okay, so let's try to make this real. So imagine Amina, a maize farmer in Kaduna, and she opens Aether View. She draws her farm boundary, and instantly our system understands where her land is, what agroecological zone she falls into, and what that means for rainfall, temperature, and risk. From there, we can suggest crops and varieties that make sense for her field, not generic advice. Okay, so right now, I think I'll take you through a demo of our existing app, of the current features that we have. And we're focused on doing few things really well. So precise farm mapping, the intelligent AZ-based insights, that's the ecological zones, robust crop profiles tailored to Nigeria. And we're picking a handful of crops at this moment. With extensive research, we built crop profiles for this, I think 9 to 11 crops at the moment, which will continue to roll out more crops, more features in the future. And the first layer of crop and the activity recommendations. So that is if you haven't planted anything on your farm, or if you have an active cultivation going on, you can all start with using the system. So let me just give us a demo of the app currently as it stands. Okay. So this is our landing page, and from here, a user can sign up as an individual or as a business. So we're trying to keep it onboarding very simple, very straightforward, and very fast. From onboarding to adding your farm to you'll start receiving insights. We're trying to keep it fast and easy. So if you already have a Facebook account. You can sign in with Facebook or with Google, or you can decide to register manually. Provide us a business name or a first name and last name, an email, and your password. So I will just go ahead and sign up with Facebook. You agree to our terms and policies. And yes, so actually this, we are on existing farm, but if you don't have an existing farm, we will take you through how you are going to add a farm. This is the main dashboard that loads up, but you won't see a farm, but you'll have a guide on how to add a new farm. So by clicking the plus sign, you get the flow to start adding your new farm. So you can use the search option. Maybe we can go to, let's say, Niger State or Jigawa State, or let's say Niger State. So this loads up. If you have the coordinates of your farm, you can also add it up there. So I know there are a lot of farms around Niger, so that's why I decided to pick that region. And let's say this is your farm at the moment, and you know that your farm starts from this tree to that tree, all the way to this boundary here. So all you have to do is to draw a polygon around, around your farm boundary. Okay. By doing that, automatically it will give you the size of your land. And this is a major issue that we noticed across farms or farmers or uncle farmers facing in Nigeria. They would tell you the farm is a certain size, but it has never been measured, or they have never checked this. So it's just based on guesswork. And you'll go into funding a farm of, let's say, 10 hectares, but in reality, it's just 7 hectares. So from there already, you will see you are going to incur loss. So what this will fix, this feature alone will fix a lot of problems around that. So let's say this is the farm. We give it a farm name. We'll say, maybe let's say Niger Farm. So it's an unplanted land because we haven't grown anything there. So I'll click on the unplanted. If you have an active cultivation, we'll also show you that flow and what happens there. So for the unplanted, save and continue. This loads some intake questions. It's simple, just 3 questions, straightforward. But this will help our system, our AI system, give you better recommendations and better activity planning. So from here, I would say probably it's only rain-fed. So I'm relying on rainfall for this farm. And my farming tools, I have maybe small machines. If you have access to big tractors, equipment, you can select that, but I'll say small machines. And when do I plan to start planting? So I'll aim for maybe April. Let's say April 1st. But this is just, when you are about to start, you have an idea on when to start. So we continue. So from there, it will give you a recommendation of the best crops to grow on that farmland based on the climate, the weather information, the soil compatibility, and based on the questions you picked. So if you have lesser equipment, it would know the type of crops that require more mechanization, which would increase your yield or decrease your yield. So based on that, we have an algorithm behind the system that calculates the best crops for you. And the best match here for us at 68% is cowpea. But you can decide to select sorghum, or maybe I want to plant rice. That is what I want to grow. From there, I select rice and I press continue. So the next step is based on the crop you selected, based on the time you want to start growing, it would plan activities for you. And these activities are going to be adapting as you start growing. So it will be receiving daily or weekly forecast of weather information and soil data and operational information as well. So based on that, it can adjust these activities for you. But for now, it has created. So 2 weeks prior to your planting, you would prepare your land, rice, then you plant the rice, and then the basal fertilizer application, your first weeding, it would create these activities for you. So let's just say finish setup, and let's see what happens. So now you're viewing your dashboard, and this is the new form we just added. So instantly, it's going to start calculating the health of your farm at the current moment. So we're using satellite images to get the real current situation of the farm. And at this moment, I believe there's nothing going on this farm. It's probably just bare land. So, but with some green vegetation around it. So it's coming up at 54%. It will load up your soil moisture and sorry. Okay. So okay, so there was a bit of maybe it was fetching problem. So, but now it has fetched the real data for that. So we can see the soil moisture at 7%, the temperature at 38, UV index, humidity, wind. These are the real weather information currently at the farm. But for a farmer or a manager, this won't make a lot of sense. So what does 7% soil moisture mean? Or how does 38% temperature affect my crops? How does the UV index affect my crop? So we have an insight service which looks at your data, looks at your farm, and generates insight cards based on your weather information. And these are simple to understand and easy to use. So for example, we have a critical soil moisture deficit at the moment at 7%. When you click it, you'll see 7.4% is critically low, and the impact it would have. So it's saying risk of crop stress, potential yield reduction if not addressed soon. And the optimal range is between 25 to 35%, and the immediate recommendations on what to do. So even you can see more cards here. We have the heat stress. So what does 38 degrees mean? It means there's a potential heat stress detection on the farm. You might not know what this means. So you want to generate a simpler AI explanation to it. You can just click the generate AI explanation, and this will use our LLM model in the back to feed this data. Someone, okay. While it's generating, we can look at other cards. So low humidity, it's saying increased water stress and potential leaf within. So this will cause more, disease problems and issues. So let's look back here if it's done. Here we're still generating the AI explanation. So these cards are meant to guide you, give you immediate recommendations on what to do, the impact each of these things will have on your farm, and how to mitigate it. So the UV is a positive response. So it's saying optimal energy for plant growth while minimizing radiation risks. So it's saying to continue outdoor activities, excellent conditions for plant growth, and more recommendations. Yeah, so the heat stress, it came back as the AI explanation is saying the current high temperature is causing severe heat stress, which can lead to reduced crop productivity and increased risk of sunburn damage. So, these are things that look out for the crops and, the farmers as well. So maybe you have started noticing some issues on your farm. We have a chatbot here that you can come and key in specific information questions relating to your farm, and you will get, response from it. So for example, you're already growing and you're seeing the growth rate is not, going as you expected. So you can come and ask it what's affecting our growth rates. It would have to fetch the chatbot. It will fetch the current, information of your farm and try to give you tailored answers specific to your conditions and your farm. So we're observing low NDVI values indicating nutrient deficiencies. So conduct a soil analysis to identify. So because this farm is currently, nothing is growing there, that is why you are seeing this. But once you are growing based on the current conditions of your farm, it would be responding more accurately. And this is accurate. It will be responding more meaningfully or, more useful to you. So this is a simplified version of a dashboard, which all you have to do is just add your farm, receive information, read, understand, and move on. So the next, we have an advanced mode, which and this is for more advanced users that can understand charts or can look at you can even look at historical, satellite images of your farm. So for example, if we go back, to November 10th, you can see, so the farm has been losing, the green cover so here there was more, green or more maybe weeds or grass growing, but now as the rainy season has left, it's gradually losing this, so as if you go back to November 2nd, we can see, but this is a more advanced, dashboard for our more advanced users. So if you remember, we have created activities for your farm. So let's have a look at that. So we can see the activities it created for us. From here, we can look at it to see, more information and what you need to do. And these activities, you will be receiving notifications when they are due or when they are around, a day or two. You get to set it and you will receive notifications so that you won't forget. So here it's even telling you how to do this land preparation exactly, the resources to use, and the method to use as well. So when it comes to the planting as well, it will tell you exactly the best way to plant rice with the recommended varieties and how to plant it. Because a lot of times, we right from the ridges, the direction of the ridges to how we plant the seeds, we're doing it a lot wrong. It's just based on experience and, passed down the line. And these are not really backed by any scientific or proven best methods. So as you can see, we can, maybe I would like to add another activity for myself. So I decide to say, maybe I want to do scouting. Let's say scouting before we start growing. So these are the days with activities. So maybe I want to do a scouting on the 1st of March. So I select scouting and it already fills the methods. It keeps it simple. It fills the resource used, auto completion, so that with the most common things that are used. So a field scout, you send someone to go and check this, or a drone, or if you have a camera. So use the field scout, and the hours I'll use 3 hours to go and do a visual inspection of the farm before I start. Maybe this will incur cost, my transportation cost, I'll say 20,000 naira. And invite maybe Samir to go to farm with. You add this activity. So this adds your activity into your scheduled activities. So maybe I would like to change this. I'll just select a different day and I can move it around, or maybe I've completed this, I'll click done and confirm, and this activity will now be recorded as a completed activity. All right, so I believe this is also the weather forecast, and we're still building more features into the app. And this coming soon part is going to guide you better in setting activities for your farm based on weather information. And as I've shown you already, the analytics page, this is for our more advanced users. Okay. So that is the current system. And I don't know if we should take questions now or maybe after the presentation. All right, so maybe we can take few questions before we proceed with and conclude our presentation. Thank you. If you have any question, please unmute and go ahead.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Sorry, I can't hear you. So maybe we can you can raise your hand and
Hello, can
who is
you
talking?
hear me?
Sorry, please. I think we might have to do this. So if you can raise your hand before you ask a question, then I will ask you to unmute and go ahead with the question. So I think we have Mr. Atenaga. Please, you can unmute and ask your question.
Okay, good afternoon. Double checking if I'm audible from your hand.
Yes, you are.
All right, thank you so much for this presentation. Personally, as a farmer, I think this is one of an innovative tool that'll be very useful for the community that I live, But while you were doing your presentation, I had a few questions that came to my mind. Number one, it's in terms of the accessibility, especially for my community members that are in rural areas where there are no strong internet, connections. I don't know if you and your team have a navigation, through this, because this will really be very useful, not just at the information level, but really guiding them to, produce more healthy farm products, and all that. That is one. The second question that I have has to do with distributions of this farm products. So I don't know, maybe this could be in the future. Is there a way this application also support the distribution, like a center point for farm products for various communities or people that are using your products, where you could stand as a merchant for buyers and suppliers. I don't know if this platform also cater,
Okay.
for that. And thirdly, um, apart from the training that we're having online, are there possibility to also have professionals from your team that can visit physically, where we can put maybe 100 to 200 farmers and set up like a 2-day workshop to have an hands-on, training even outside your locations and stuff like that. So these are the three consigns I am bringing for you right now. Thank you very much. Amazing presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we're happy to have you here, honestly, because we need this. You are the people that will shape and, improve our app and make it better. So we need, people that are already farmers, people like you that have, communities and, can shape the future of the app, honestly. So your first question, I believe, is navigation, or you talked about, farmer integration, I believe. So this is the first version of the app. We are going to roll out a mobile version. So when you talk about connectivity issues, on a mobile version, we are going to give you to download the full, map of that area, or even Nigeria, because these are very, they are not much in size. They're in kilobytes, I believe. So you will download it locally on your phone, and anywhere you go, you can map out, you can see the farm, and you can map it out. And when you have better connectivity in a better, location, you can definitely see it, and it will store it for you. And at that point, if the connectivity allows it, you will get to see real insights at the moment, at that point. So in terms of farmers, we are also building a future around this. So as I mentioned earlier, we're targeting, anchor farmers, managers, and because when you go to the farmers, local farmers, there's a challenge of, giving them a phone and telling them, oh, you have to use this. So what the system would do is every activity scheduled or every recommendation, we are going to integrate it in such a way that your farmers that you added to your farm, we would have a farmer integration as well. A farmer, his name, his phone number, contact details, just little information, and he would receive daily activity updates. So what he should do, even in his local language. So we are also going to integrate a automated voice information as well. So you will receive a call, just like a normal call. System will talk to you, okay, today we're expecting rainfall at certain time, and you shouldn't apply fertilizer, for example. Or tomorrow, you need to do water irrigation because there's a lot of heat stress, or there's there hasn't been rainfall at some time. So this will all be integrated in the near future, where we have already planned this out in our roadmap. So another feature also, as you mentioned, I think it's for the farm products. So there's also an aggregation model, which we are going to build with traceability, aggregation, which I think it's already included in our presentation. So I would take us through that. I think you'll receive more information then. So I don't know if I've captured all the questions and answered them. So thank you.
Thank you very much. I think there was one more that has to do with the training.
Okay, so sorry, training. Yeah, so I believe we can arrange that, definitely. We can see how, because our focus after this stage, is go in and get the real farmers, get the real farmer data, interact with real farmers, because that is what will inform our system to be better. So we are open to that 100%. We're looking forward to that as well. And I believe if maybe you can drop your contact details here in the chat, we'll be willing to, our team will reach out to you, and we will see how we can set that in the near future. If our roadmap aligns with that, at any point, we'll contact you, and we will do that. So thank you very much. So, okay. All right, so Bello, co-founder, will add to that as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Atenaga. We are humbled to have you online. So, and just to add on the model he was talking regarding having the message reach the local farmers, especially in the local languages. We are currently having structuring our blueprint. By January, we will be having some kind of pilot cases for different maybe local governments. So if you are interested, we can talk about that. So we are having a couple of agronomists in different local governments that will have access to the application, and they will collect data of these local farmers. They will map out the farms. They will put their phone numbers and everything. So imagine you have 100 or 200 farms you are coordinating. So those farmers will be getting instant notification on their phones or text message or via the automated call. So if there is any activity that will happen, that should happen in those period, so the farmer will be getting information. So these are things we are planning to roll out before the next rainy season. So by January, we shall start having our farms being mapped out and also the farmers being involved. So those are for the small scale farmers and maybe that are not technology kind of savvy. So those we have to use agents that will kind of anchor them and also have the information being given to them. So I don't know if that creates more clarification to some of the questions and also explanation to some of the vision we are having.
Yes, I think from my hand, this is excellently perfect. Well,
Okay.
this is an amazing tool. So we're looking forward to really exploring it in our
Are you
community.
speaking, Mr. Atenaga? We can't hear you.
Yes, can you hear me? Am I audible now?
Okay, sorry. You can go ahead if you want to add or respond to that. If not,
No, I said it's fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. All right. So I think we have Mohammed Garba as well. So please you can unmute and ask your question. Mr. Mohammed Garba, please go ahead. You might have to unmute if you're talking. Okay, so I think, do we have any other question, please, before we proceed? Okay, so I would continue to share the presentation. Okay. Yes, so we have already seen, the features which we just took you through at the moment. And so what powers, Aether View? What's behind the scene?
Okay. Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, this is Muhammad Garba, and good evening, sir. And actually, we joined the meeting lately or the presentation, and we are so eager to receive, even though I have written in the notes and I have seen there is a response that it is going to be shared to all of us. So I really sincerely wanted to thank you, even though the agriculture is not my field, but I'm having a lot of interest in that. And I wish when you are going to the next stage, I have a place, a farm right now, and maybe we can be considered as one of the pilot places where more information can be gotten from there. And then we are highly interested and really want to go into the farming itself. So that is just the little remarks that I wanted to make. And we are looking forward towards seeing this, but it is highly interesting from what we are seeing, all the data that are going to be collected, all the informations that are going to be disseminated. And we believe a lot of things can change with this, your application. So thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity, giving the award, and we are looking forward to what having further engagement in this regard. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. And honestly, we're happy. We're happy you're here as well because, as you said, this is a very, we're trying to give access to farming to a lot more people. You don't have to really understand, it makes it easier. It simplifies a lot of things. And you will get to understand farming better with this, which is not just guesswork, as we have mentioned earlier. So thank you very much for being here, and we'll be happy to include you. You people are the first, community. You are our first users. You will be our first users. You will shape the future of this app. So we're really happy and excited to have you all. Thank you. Okay,
thank you, sir. As I mentioned through the text message, I said I send my number, and my farm is along is in Kano State, along Bunkure local government road. I have a 1 hectare of land that I really want to use it as for the pilot, and for so much. Maybe when we meet personally, or when you ask, and we can give more information. So thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So we would reach out to you. We would
Okay.
Get the contact. I've seen it now, and we will reach out to
Okay.
you basically. And
Okay.
one of the first farms in the system. So thank you very much.
Okay. So thank you so much. We are grateful, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that was okay. So we'll proceed now. So behind the scenes, okay. So we currently at the system, so anybody that joins today would have a free access for up to a year, because we want you to test it. We want you to get used to it before the next raining season, because most people are farming using our rain-fed farms. So whoever joins the system today will be giving him a free access for up to a year. So you can play around with it, get more familiar with it as we prepare for the next farming season. And we will be rolling out more features as we are going through. You'll be receiving updates and emails around that. And also, we will be guiding you through it. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us. If you have any challenge adding your farm or locating your farm, you can reach out to us. We will be sending out emails to guide you around, how to easily use the system, and videos as well to guide you on how to simply use it. And as more features get rolled out, we will also be informing you about these new features. So please, as we finish today, just sign up. You don't have to add a farm. You can just sign up, and you will receive your 1 year free, free access. All right, so we proceed with what powers, the Aether View. Behind the scenes, we have built a geospatial engine with the Nigerian agroecological zones data. So we have crop profiles that we made extensive research to create these crop profiles and link these crop profiles to these agroecological zones based on the best crops or the most suitable crops to grow around that. And this is what powers our crop recommendation engine. We have the weather information, which we are getting weather data. So for the soil, I think we're getting soil data twice in a day. So it refreshes twice in a day, morning and evening, in case there's any rainfall around that. And the satellite images as well, we are getting at least 6 satellite images in a month. So this is enough to guide you and monitor your crop health for the season or for that farm in particular. So the system is modular with different services, for geo services, weather services, activities, insights, and more. And this way, we can keep adding intelligence over time without, breaking the core of the system. Okay, so we're not just building for individual farmers, we're building for the entire ecosystem. Agribusinesses, NGOs, banks, and governments who need trusty and structured farm data at scale. So what differentiates us from, other services like this or similar services? So many tools either draw a map or store the data in a form. So we're combining deep local agronomy, geospatial intelligence, and a roadmap that stretches into robotics and traceability. And that will be our edge. Okay. So our roadmap starts with strengthening the core, more crops, better recommendation, better activity scheduling, a smarter AI system, and a great tool for organizations. From there, as we mentioned, we'll move into traceability, that is aggregating crops and tracing these crops from the source, the origin, okay, who delivered this all the way to the pot, and which farm it's coming from, which farmer delivered this. And this way we're solving a lot of issues, a lot of problems, and we won't go into that at the moment, but due to time, but we'll just and over the long term we will connect the Aether fleet, which is our robotic works, so that planning, execution, and tracking are all connected. Okay, so imagine a future where the activities you plan in Aether View are carried out in the field by robots, tuned to your crop and conditions. That's the direction of the Aether fleet. A swarm of agricultural robots tightly integrated with the same intelligence engine. So success for us is not just a beautiful dashboard. It's a farmer making more money, a bank de-risking its portfolio, and a policymaker seeing the real picture on the ground. If we can do that at scale, we will have changed the game. And we're at the very beginning of this journey, and we want to build it with you, not for you. So we want to bring your farmers, your projects, your ideas, and let's shape the next generation of agricultural intelligence together. Thank you. So we can take another round of questions, or I'll check the chat if we have any question around them. Okay, I think we have Mr. Jimmy Musa. Please, you can unmute and go ahead. Thank you. Mr. Jimmy, please unmute and ask the question. Mr. Jimmy, okay. If you will have to unmute if you are speaking. If not, if you have any other question, please, you can indicate and we'll give you the mic. Okay, I think we have Mr. Abdul Hafiz Indar. Please, you can unmute.
Okay, hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah. So thank you for the presentation. The app looks good, and I think the idea is very much needed. So my question is, so for the registration, is it going to be like subscription based or like one-off payment?
Okay, so this will be a subscription-based system. So it's a yearly payment, and we're trying to keep it as low cost as possible. So you'll be paying, there will be different packages which will give you access to more hectares of land. There will be monitoring and more intelligence, I believe. So yeah, it will be a subscription-based system.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you. So I think Mr. Jimmy says he's having difficulty to unmute. So maybe you can drop your question on the chat and we'll take it. Thank you very much. And once again, we're glad to have onboarded all of you into our system, and thank you for being here.